Push and No Malice have set the internet ablaze. And it's because they have came out in this new interview with GQ and said that they lost their record deal because they refused to remove a Kendrick Lamar feature from their album. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what hip hop will potentially look like post Drake's lawsuit. And wow, it's almost like somebody's been saying that this was gonna happen the whole time. Before, if the lawsuit means you betrayed this culture, and I kept telling people, do you not understand the slippery slope that we're going down? You don't understand the precedent that this sets? Universal has been the ones protecting artistic integrity, so that's why I'm on their side. So just think of what this possibly could mean going further. So essentially, now, if Drake goes through with this, and this goes through, you have now set a legal precedent that a rapper, an artist, anybody can be in a rap battle or feel that somebody was insulted or defamed in a song, and then the court has to give up their contracts. Do y'all not see the slippery slope? How does this help anybody? Protect hip hop culture at all costs. That's what, as crazy as it sounds, that's what UMG is doing right now. And I never thought I'd have a moment in my life where UMG was protecting hip hop and artistic integrity and artistic expression and battle rap more than actual rappers. Y'all are, to the people who are defending this, y'all are willing to just burn down everything to save Drake. If you are defending, if you understand, or if you are still pushing for these lawsuits, there is no more argument. You are anti-hip hop. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why I've been going so hard on these lawsuits. This is why I've been going so hard on Graham, on Lawbury. Some of y'all think it has anything to do with Stan Wars or anything to do with, it doesn't. It has everything to do with this. And today, we're gonna read this part of the article where they talk about it. I will be going live today at 5 o'clock East Coast time, that's Eastern, 2 p.m. West Coast time, Pacific. And we will be breaking down this whole thing because this is more than one video can contain. I'm excited to hear what y'all got to say. Protect hip hop at all costs. Check out my single with Mick Jenkins right now, Tears. Link is going to be in the pinned comment. It's at like almost, I think it was like almost 70,000 views. We're on the road to 100. Let's get right to it. Push! We got the ISO cam because it's this important. Pusha can barely, wait. Is that? Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, here it is. If you expected the album last year, the brothers sympathized. So did they. So remember how we got that announcement of this album coming and it just kind of disappeared and came back? Well, this is why. I might get a little, stay tuned. Pusha says they felt confident, proud, and assured of themselves when they presented the music to Def Jam. They're signed to Def Jam. And I'm pretty sure UMG consumed Def Jam. Regardless, it's dealing with the UMG stuff. The label loved what they heard, except for Kendrick Lamar's guest verse on the Thunder's Chains and Whips. The final version of the song that Pharrell teased at his first LV Runway show and the song Push says was the first to come out of their session. Don't be fooled by Pusha's interviews appealing for one last guest verse and Twitter jokes that he went to GNX tour date to physically walk Kendrick to the nearest studio. K-Dot's verse homework has been turned in for a while now. So, as people were saying, this album wasn't pushed back, and we weren't waiting for this album because Dot hadn't recorded the verse. The verse had been recorded. It was because the labels were scared. And here's something else I want to speak about, because I see a lot of people going at the record label's neck because of this. I see a lot of people going at Def Jam because of this, or UMG or whatever because of this. Let's be fair here, guys. This is not as much Def Jam's fault, or it's not even really Def Jam's fault. It's not the label's fault as much as it is Aubrey Drake Graham. Oh my God, I almost forgot to say this. And I was about to head out to the gym and I just remembered. Today, on the live stream that I was talking about in this video at 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern, I will be raffling away the official Kendrick Lamar and SZA GNX Tour t-shirt, and I will be signing it too. I went to 2 of the dates, so I got some extra ones for anybody who possibly couldn't make it to the shows, and I will be personally signing it. So tune in. They will be raffled away. Stay tuned. Back to Aubrey Graham. You cannot get mad at them. This is, and maybe because I knew this was coming and I saw this coming, and people, it seemed like people. And by the way, prepare for a lot of content creators to be biting a lot of shit that I've been said. And I don't mean they come up themselves. Just prepare for it. But anyway, shout out to y'all. Like, great minds think alike. If that's the case, I'm not trying to say I invented this, but some people will take some stuff verbatim. I know how y'all move. Anyway, but you can't get mad at them for not wanting to take the risk. You have to get mad at Drake for making this a risk. You can't get mad at these labels who have stockholders, who have a bunch of other, there are not just music that are connected to other things. You cannot get mad at them because this, right? So it would be like, okay, so if somebody gets snitched on, okay, let's put it like this. Tekashi 6ix9ine snitches on GS9. I mean on Treyway, sorry, not, or GS, whatever gang. Let's say Treyway, right? You cannot get mad at any other gangster who doesn't want to involve themselves with Scotty while he's in the middle of this. You can't go, oh, that's not fair because you got snitched on. It's like, no, because the feds are looking at you. And it's not Shoddy's fault. It's not the other person's fault. It's the nigga who snitched on him's fault. It's 6ix9ine's fault. That's the point. You can't get mad at them for a nigga making the block hot and we gotta go inside, man. This nigga made the block hot. We gotta go inside. That's all that's happening. So I don't give them now with the whole stand for your opponent, stand for the art. They are trying to, but they don't know what this lawsuit is gonna lead to, and that's why I kept telling y'all the precedent that this is going to set. I literally said in some of my videos, shout out to everybody. By the way, I'm giving points and retweeting everybody who clips all the clips that I've been saying that this was going to happen. I've been saying that this is an attack on artistic expression and integrity. I've been said that there's going to be artists who are going to now have to clear things that aren't even like curses or anything just because somebody might get offended. This is Drake's fault. Don't lose sight of that, trying to attack the labels. So, anyway. But after a summer of beef, they just don't want to get involved with the Karen of hip hop, which is Drake. They just don't want to get involved with it, and I get it. But after a summer of beef between their two biggest artists that resulted in a still ongoing lawsuit from Drake, Def Jam's parent company UMG blanched at the antagonistic optics of two of Drake's biggest enemies linking on wax. Pusha calls the apprehension stupid, primarily because none of the bars in Kendrick's otherwise excellent verse could really be perceived as a shot or even subliminal. It does, however, contend the stellar line, therapy taught me how to open up. It also showed me how to don't give a F. Now, Push is completely justified for feeling like this, and I understand as the artist. But it's still not fair, and I know Push understands street shit. Somebody just snitched on the plug. You ain't gonna get the work this week. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna get the same. They can't mess with the same connect. Somebody done told on Pablo. So the shipment gonna get slow. This shipment, I'm just saying, it's gonna be a little light. He can't send the planes that he used to send over. They watching him. It is stupid, but at the same time, business-wise, it's not really stupid because you have to understand all record labels right now are kind of having to wait to see what the verdict of this is going to be. I kept telling you this is going to change hip-hop, and y'all thought I was on some Stan Wars. And this is what I get y'all. There are a lot of online people who are grifting right now. There are a lot of, and I'm starting to realize some people I thought weren't grifters are grifters. There's a lot of Stan Wars. There's a lot of people who are pretend or are extra liking Kendrick because they think it's going to give him something and don't really like Kendrick. And there's people who are extra going to hate Drake because, and I get it. So sometimes it's hard for you to decipher who is who. But I have stayed consistent this whole time. I don't understand how people didn't see this coming. I low-key feel like you gotta, if you understand the most basics of court and law and legal precedents, you should have known that this was coming. This is not the world that we live in because of the labels. This is the world that we're going to live in because of Drake. Simple. So it's not stupid as much as it is paranoid. And you can't get mad at, like I said, Push, you can't get mad at the plug for shutting it down when someone told on him. That's, you know what I mean? But, by the way, these pictures fire. Oh, this album about to be so heat. Pusha can barely contain his disgust. And like I said, I fully understand why someone like Pusha T would be mad. He just lost his record deal. Like, Pusha can barely contain his disgust, recounting how the stalemate with Def Jam played out. And he also was the one debating with them, so I don't know what they said. They wanted me to ask Kendrick to censor his verse. I told y'all this would happen. The censorship of verses. And not because of anything more than the potential of offending somebody. And some of y'all were so stupid, y'all thought it was going to end with Drake. Y'all thought it was going to end with rappers. Y'all thought it was going to end with people. No. No. You better understand that this legal precedent, you better not talk about a company the wrong way. You better not not like Pepsi and rap about it. You better not. You better not talk about Google the wrong way, Tesla the wrong way. Yeah, y'all thought it was going to stop with rappers. Oh, no. Prepare for the great censorship. Prepare for that. Censor his verse, which, of course, I was never doing, he explains. Push a real one. He protecting hip-hop. Link in the pinned comment. Go grab that, bro. Go grab. This is a mission statement. Go grab that. And they wanted me to take the record off, and so far, after a month of not doing it, Steve Gollin, the lawyer of there, was like, well, just drop the clips. Jesus Christ. But that can't work because I'm still there solo. But if you let us all go. So what, is Push still there, but Clipse aren't? Wait, it's funny because they're quoting Push, and Pusha called him the Clipse. Anyway. Oh my God, that's for. But that can't work because I'm still there solo. People losing record deals. If you support these these lawsuits, you're not rap, you're not hip hop, you're not a part of the culture. You're a disgusting you're the way you think is actually a disease to art. It really is. Like, you stand for the killing of art. You absolutely do. Some of y'all are willing to destroy hip hop because Drake lost. From now on, when we point out the stands, not the fans, but even if you're a fan of this, you're a lame. If we point out the people who support this, just know you've given up your hip hop card. The second, from now on, when you catch somebody defending this, just say, I'll take your hip hop card, thank you. Just say that. If you're on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, just say, I'll take your hip hop card, thank you. I'll be taking that. You won't need this, thank you. Sure enough, Def Jam eventually agreed to release the clips and drop Pusha as a solo artist. He dropped them. Dang. Freeing the duo up to shop for a new home with a finished Clipse album and plenty more music in their pockets. Ultimately, Pusha says that the endeavor was gratifying. Bro, these dudes, you know how long they've been signed to Def Jam for them to lose it because of this? And y'all try to tell me that this was just some, no, he's doing this for the little man. And I kept telling you this is actually going to hurt the little man. This is really going to hurt the little man. In fact, this is what's happening with people who have legal teams like UMG to maybe fight lawsuits. What you think's going to happen to you, Mr. Independent? If you go viral with the wrong song, saying the wrong thing that offends the wrong company. What you think's going to happen to you? Mr. Defending Drake. If you are an independent artist and you're defending this, if you're an independent artist, if you're a streamer, if you're a podcaster, if you're a painter, if you're a writer, if you're a singer, if you do anything artistic or creative, you are a lame, beyond lame. You should have got bullied more in school. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes bullies got a purpose. You should have been make it man up a little bit. I know that's toxic. I don't care. Y'all are toxic. Freeing the duo up for shopping. Ultimately, Pusha says that okay, so it felt good. So I'm glad they're happy about it. To even see how other labels were buying for the project now as they tease their last work with picture in front of the labels insignia, they've ended up at Jay-Z's Rock Nation. It's the Rock! Once again, Jay-Z comes and swoops in and saves the day. Once again, Jigga Man, Hove, Rap's Grateful Dead, Lucky Lefty, the black superhero, and y'all try to wonder why he might go. When he acted, and y'all try to wonder why. We might not have got a Clipse album if it wasn't for Hove. He said, oh, they don't want to deal with that. Hit him with the Jay-Z laugh. Def Jam don't want to deal with Dre. I already hit they set with the Baby Money, Lady Money a long time. I already packed them up a long time ago. And then come over here. We're going to do another Drug Dealers Anonymous. You feel me? We're going, yeah. I love it. Shout out to Hovey. Yeah, Rock Nation, man. Y'all be trying to slander them sometimes. They don't be giving props. I've learned that with labels. People just have learned to, like, built to hate labels. Anyway, where they feel fully supported and energized. I think that the synergy, just in a rap sense, is going to speak volumes. Pusha says for partnership. We got Kendrick Super Bowl because of Hove. We're getting this Clipse album because of Hove. We're getting the Kendrick feature uncensored because of Hove. Come on, man. Y'all be trying to, man, shout out to Sean, bro. So they're now officially doing business with Rock, and the Kendrick verse was never the feature Pusha kept alluding to holding out for. Does this mean we're due for another Pusha Jay-Z collab? I'm here for nigga, if I get a Jay-Z and Kendrick verse, I get a new whole verse, you gonna witness a grown man cry, nigga. Especially after this. That's my nigga home, bro. Niggas try to do nothing, try to do something with me, they put the devil on me. I'd have preferred niggas to squeeze the metal on me. Bro, we'd be here all day if I'm rapping Jay-Z lyrics. He's overcharging niggas for what they did to the Cold Crush. He told y'all that, and that's what he doing. Rap's Grateful Dead, nigga. Sorry. We made history a couple of times, Push says, with a coy smirk referring to the two elusive J feature he nabbed in the past. I feel like being in business is a bigger link up than any verse. Asked if Jay made his patent Screwface when he his patent Screwface when he heard the new music. Push probably, yeah, but you gotta get that on camera already. Referring to the crowd shots of Jay reacting Chains of Whip during the LV show. Ironically, if anybody deserves a speeding ticket for antagonizing another rapper in Chains, it's Pusha, whose verse is thinly veiled. Response to veteran rapper Dips Jim Jones. Okay, we'll get into that more on the live today because it starts speaking about him versus Jim Jones. So stay tuned. We're gonna go way more in depth with this. I got a lot more to say. Oh man, not to say I told some of y'all so, but